Hello, today I'm going to be talking about my Tergrid God of Fright deck. She is a 3 black 4/5 god with menace, and whenever opponent sacrifices a non-token permanent or discards a permanent card, you may put that card from the graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. She also has another side where it's Tergrid's Lantern, where it's 3 and black. And tap to have target player lose 3 life unless they sacrifice a non-land permanent or discard a card. And 3 and a black to untap. Mostly going to be casting the front side with Tergrid. Some of the key pieces in this deck. Some nice lands with this Urborg Tomb of Yawgmoth to help with the Cable Coffers and Cable Stronghold. And there's also a Tyrite Sanctum, which can be used to make Tergrid indestructible. There's some Planeswalkers that can do some good work. Liliana the Veil, with all of its abilities giving me stuff. The discard a card could not, if they choose to discard instant or sorcery, but everything else would give me stuff. And there's a Liliana Heretical Healer, which is a 2/3 with lifelink. When our non-token creature dies, transform it into Liliana Defiant Necromancer. So, which is pretty good. And then there's some stuff that works with both the sacrificing and discarding. This nice Flail Rush of Dread, which you can pay to have them sacrifice stuff, pay to have them discard stuff, pay to have them lose life, or just pay for all of them. An Archon of Cruelty. Whenever it enters the battlefield or attacks, target opponent sacrifices a creature or planeswalker, discards a card and loses 3 life, and I draw a card and gain 3 life. It's nice, repeatable. They have to sacrifice something, which is definitely something. They have to discard something, which is maybe something. And the Sangermancer just gets me life when they do stuff that I want them to do. And for the discarding, you got stuff like Waste Not, Aklazot's Deepest Betrayal, a showcase, which will transform into the Temple of the Dead. And then this Raider's Wake, which can make them discard, and then whenever they discard, they lose life. And then stuff for the sacrificing. Got stuff like this Phyrexian Obliterator, the Shieldred Whispering one, Vona's Hunger, which is okay if you do it before you have the City's Blessing, but once you have the City's Blessing, it is great. It that betrays. It's big, but it's Annihilator 2 to make them sacrifice stuff. And even if you don't have Tergrid out, it still takes the sacrificed stuff under your control. A Flayer of Loyalties. It also has Annihilator. And then it can steal something of theirs and make it base power toughness 10/10, trample, Annihilator 2, and haste. So if they have something with, I can make it attack them or make them sacrifice stuff. And also, you can just pick whatever has the best, like, on damage thing or activated ability if you want to use that. It's a Shard of the Void Dragon. Whenever it attacks, each opponent sacrifices a non-land permanent. And whenever an artifact is put into graveyard or exile from battlefield. Put 2/1/1 counters on him. I got Ulamog the Defiler, which cast it, an opponent exiles half their library. Then he comes in with 1/1 counters equal to the greatest mana value cards in exile. His Annihilator X. X is number 1/1 counters on it. You can get Big Annihilator, which makes him sacrifice lots of stuff, and then if you want to target it, his ward sacrifice 2 permanents. So it makes that happen. There's this Pathraiser of Ulamog, which they have to sacrifice 3 things, and has super menace, basically. And there's this Sudden Edict, which it just makes somebody sacrifice something that has split second. So you can make something uninteractable by playing it and then holding priority and casting this. So that's some of the more key cards. I can show you the rest of the deck now. So this foil Arms of Hadar. They have smaller stuff, make them sacrifice a bunch, because going minus makes them sacrifice. Venge for the Strangler, which turns into Strangling Grasp, which makes them have to sacrifice something each upkeep. Mire and Misery, Diabolic Tutor, Profane Tutor, Diabolic Intent, Beseech the Mirror, then some tutors, Torment of Golem, Visage of Dread. I should thing. The other side, it's the Dread Osiosaur. Mind Rot, Liturgy of Blood, Mind Stab, Assassin Strike, Urgoros the Empty One, Shrine of Limitless Power, Stronghold Rats, Soul Ring, Torment of Hailfire. This is also a really good card. So you can get a bunch of mana into it. Vile Mutilator, Bandit's Talent, Rottenmouth Viper, Rankle's Prank, Cruelty of Gix, The Raven Man, Dark Ritual, Tergrid's Shadow, which works well because it is Tergrid, it's the commander, Soul Shatter, Bloodhusk Ritualist, Fell Spectre, Butcher of Malakir, Sir Conrad the Grim, the Eldest Reborn, Siphon Mind, Throne of Eldraine, Reanimate, Demon's Disciple, Plague Crafter, Gary, Cunning Lethamancer, Torak Dread Cantor, Foil Consumed by Greed, Foil Gix's Command, Foil Court of Ambition, Foil Invoke Despair, Foil Shieldred's Edict, The Haunt of Hightower, Liliana's Triumph, which works nice, especially nice if I have one of my Liliana Planeswalkers out, and then some Swamps. This is a nice deck for doing stuff with making people sacrifice stuff. Especially good if you're playing against something that likes to sacrifice stuff, like Aristocrat type deck or something. And it's not a deck that's likely to make you many friends. I think it'll be fun to play. So, with the link to the Mox Field in the description down below. Please check out the Patreon. I'll have that link in the description down below too. And please like and subscribe. Bye.